In this video, I want to break down the shift that I've had in terms of content marketing and its role within a business, the 5 phases in building a content marketing machine.
Alex Hormozi is one of the most well-known creators in the business space. Over 4 million subscribers on YouTube and over 1 billion views across all social media. So today we are breaking down his content strategy and how you can use it to grow your own social media following. What's up? I'm Caleb, and for the past 7 years, I have been the co-owner and the content producer behind Impulsive YouTube channel, a channel that has generated over 8 billion views across all social media. So this isn't just theory, okay? This is coming from somebody who's actually done it. So let's get into it.
All right, phase 1 is you make something and you post it. That's it. You just gotta post something sometime, somewhere. And believe it or not, a lot of you guys haven't even done phase 1, which is why I have to outline it.
This sounds stupid simple, but this is where almost everybody ends up getting stuck. Not in execution, but in thinking. They're overall just waiting to feel when they're ready. Okay, they're waiting to be confident. They're waiting for that perfect setup, that perfect gear. And because of that, they never even start. So that's why phase 1 isn't just about content. It's about courage. It's about showing up when things are a little bit messy, even when things are a little bit uncomfortable. Because at this stage, you're not really trying to just impress anyone. You're more proving it to yourself and proving to yourself that, hey, I can show up and that's it.
2 is that you post something consistently. You create a cadence or a calendar around when you post. You find a platform that you like, ideally one that you're probably already using, and you just post again after you posted once. And you say, you know what? This was 7 days apart. If I do this every 7 days, I will now be consistent. For me, I just know that there's 1 day a week that I do all my marketing stuff. What I do on that day changes, but it's always marketing related. That's what's worked for me. Maybe it'll work for you.
Now, this is where it gets real, because posting once, that's easy, okay? But posting for weeks or months or years, that's where most people end up disappearing. And here's how I think about it. Consistency isn't just about posting more, it's about becoming the type of person who ends up showing up no matter what, okay? Because once you build that identity, you overall just stop relying on your internal motivation. You stop overthinking every single video and then you just execute. So for example, on my own channel, I have one rule, and that's that I need to post every single week, no matter what. Whether I'm busy, whether I'm tired, low views, it doesn't matter, because that is how momentum is built. And then once momentum really kicks in, everything starts to compound.
You post reliably and you do it on all platforms. That's a massive increase in the amount of volume that you are posting.
This is where most people get it wrong. They think they need a whole bunch more ideas. You don't. You just need more distribution. One good idea can be used again and again and again across all of these different platforms. Same idea turned, a YouTube video, you could turn that into an Instagram reel and possibly even a tweet. That same message is just packaged whole differently across different platforms. Once you understand this, you stop chasing new ideas every single day and you realize, oh, it's a little bit more of a systemized approach. And then you start getting more out of what you already have. That's when things start to change for yourself, because now you're not just creating, you're overall playing the real game attention.
Phase 4 is that you go from posting just even once on every platform on a regular cadence to maximizing how much every platform can take. The short form platforms can take sometimes 5, 10 posts a day, like Twitter or TikTok, Facebook Reels at this moment. Rules change all the time. If you have a newsfeed style where you have an audience that is pushing stuff to, they tend to fatigue faster and they don't want to get overwhelmed with one person. That's usually where you get capped out at 1 or 2 times a day. And so what you have to do is look at all the platforms, figure out what the max amount is that you can publish on a platform, and then all you do is you crank the volume on all of them at the same time.
Now, this is where things start to absolutely explode, because now you're not just posting anymore. You are scaling what already works. You find a format that performs, whether it's a topic, a hook, or a style, and then you repeat it, okay? You improve upon it, and then you push it across multiple platforms again and again and again. But this is also where most people quit, because the results don't hit instantly. It usually ends up taking a little bit of time to build that momentum. But if you stay in this phase, that's when everything compounds. Views end up stacking, audience ends up growing, opportunities end up following, and then suddenly you look back and it looks like you blew up overnight.
Creating for all of those to capturing and creating. For example, if I wanted to have a show where everybody called in and then I could repurpose all that stuff across content, that would be me deliberately creating content in a way across all those channels. But not only creating, but also capturing so that I could further enhance my reach and the amount of volume that I created.
This is the highest level because now content is no longer something that you can just sit down and make. It's overall something that you capture. What you are already doing becomes the content, your daily work, maybe your conversations, your processes to get things done. Everything turns into raw material. And this is really where that whole leverage kicks in because one piece of content doesn't stay just one piece. You record it once and then you turn it into clips, posts, emails, threads, and then it becomes 10 and then 10 becomes 100, okay? Without starting from scratch every single time. And that's when content stops feeling like it's so much effort and it really starts to feel like it's becoming a system.
If you think about this as a long-term play, I still believe that fame is the most efficient business model. All right, it's one of the best ways to arbitrage making money, but it takes time and no one's willing to wait, which then gives you a competitive advantage because patience is one of the ultimate advantages.
Now, here's the part that most people don't understand. This is the real game. In the beginning, you're not posting to grow. You're more posting to prove to yourself that you can show up day in, week in, or yearly out. It's also proof that you can show up to others that you are consistent, you are worth paying attention to. Because before the algorithm pushes you, you have to push yourself. And only after that is when your content starts to get views, reach, and then actual real growth. So don't overcomplicate this part. Don't chase hacks, and then don't just wait for overall perfect ideas. I need you to legitimately ask yourself right now, which phase am I in right now? And more importantly, am I actually playing for the long game or am I just thinking about it? Because the people who will win on YouTube aren't just the smartest. They're the ones who stayed long enough and figured it out. So start, stay consistent, and let the momentum do the rest. Now, if this video helped you, make sure to hit the like, subscribe, and then watch the next video on why you should start a YouTube channel in 2026 because it'll change how you see this game completely.